Welcome to today's Tech Tip. We'll be featuring the Maximus Thermal Imager. As cars and trucks become more complex, it's necessary to implement new diagnostic procedures. Here we have a 14 Ram 5.7 8-speed automatic. Transmission is always operated around 176 degrees and all of a sudden is operating at over 250 degrees with no load or trailer in every normal day driving. So we know what we are working on. We will start by logging into MaxFix through our internet browser. We will look up this truck and find that the transmission cooler is the same as the part that houses the AC condenser. It also has a transmission heater that uses engine coolant to heat up the transmission up to normal operating temperature. As we connect our MAX 3 scanner, we find there are no codes, and the only symptom is a shudder felt between 35 and 45 miles an hour. The temperature is in what is considered normal operating range, so there are no warning lights of overheating, even though the automatic transmission will not last long at these elevated temperatures. Here we take a different approach, looking with the Max Thermal Imager. This is the camera image from the thermal imager showing the input line to the transmission cooler. We're at operating temperature, and we can clearly see here through the thermal image that no heat is coming into this cooler. As we go under the vehicle, we see the two coolant lines on the right that go to the transmission heater to heat it up to operating temperature, and the two coolant lines that transmit the transmission fluid back up to the cooler. They are cold in the thermal image, and the coolant lines are hot on the right hand side, so we have no flow that we can clearly see of transmission coolant coming up to the cooler. As we look at the cooler, the only heat is being radiated by the radiator that is directly behind it. The lines come in on the left, and we can clearly see that there is no fluid transfer through this cooler. Between the inlet and outlet line of this cooler is a bypass valve, and that valve we find to have failed. In replacing that valve, we now have the vehicle running back at proper temperature, extending the life of that transmission. As technology continues to advance, we will continue to bring you the tools that will increase the speed and accuracy of your diagnostic and repairs. You can find more information on the thermal imager and many other solutions we have at macodiagnostics.com. That's today's tech tip. Thank you for watching.